When it comes to pharmaceutical manufacturing, the greatest threats to overall safety are entirely invisible to the naked eye. A single microscopic particle landing in an unsealed medical vial can compromise an entire batch of life-saving medicine, posing severe risks to the final patient. Conversely, the ingredients themselves can be the threat. Potent chemical powders used in drug formulation can escape into the air, causing permanent harm to the technicians handling them. Physical barriers like walls and sealed doors are insufficient to stop these microscopic threats from drifting through a facility. Solving both problems requires mastering an invisible force, air pressure. This diagram illustrates the fundamental rule of fluid dynamics. Air will always flow from an area of high pressure into an area of low pressure. Cleanroom engineers exploit this natural law. By intentionally breaking equilibrium, they can dictate exactly where air travels throughout a building. They achieve this through a metric known as pressure differential, the carefully maintained gap in air pressure between two adjacent rooms. By manipulating this single variable, engineers can control the movement of airborne particles, ensuring they either stay away from a product or remain sealed within a workspace. In a positive pressure room, heavily HEPA-filtered supply air is pumped into the space at a greater rate than the exhaust system pulls it out. In this technical diagram, the overpressurized cleanroom pushes clean air outward through cracks or open doors, driving contaminants away from the sterile zone. This outward shield is maintained at a strict positive 10 to 15 pascals compared to the adjacent hallway. This specific environment is utilized in aseptic filling areas and cleanrooms designated for injectable medicines, where the complete absence of microbes is mandatory. Positive pressure operates strictly as an offensive strategy, designed entirely to protect the product's sterility from outside intrusion. Negative pressure rooms operate in reverse. The exhaust system works harder than the air supply, creating a slight vacuum effect inside the space. On the right side of the diagram, this vacuum pulls surrounding air inward. When a door opens, air rushes in, preventing airborne hazards from escaping. This inward containment is maintained at a pressure differential of negative 10 to 15 pascals. This setup is critical for environments handling potent active pharmaceutical ingredients, toxic powders, or microbiological pathogens. By functioning as a containment trap, negative pressure prioritizes the safety of the personnel and the surrounding facility over the material being processed. This comparison matrix maps the two systems side by side: outward airflow driven by positive 10 to 15 pascals, opposed by inward airflow generated by negative 10 to 15 pascals. The matrix clearly separates their uses. Positive pressure serves sterile manufacturing, while negative pressure secures toxic material handling. Under good manufacturing practice, or GMP, maintaining these precise pressure differentials is a strict legal requirement. Facility engineers continuously log these readings via automated sensors to prove compliance during regulatory audits. If a pressure differential drops below the required threshold, the containment strategy fails, and manufacturing operations in that zone must halt immediately. A modern cleanroom operates as a carefully calibrated breathing machine, constantly adjusting to maintain its specific atmospheric targets. The core rule of pharmaceutical airflow design remains strict. Positive pressure protects the product, and negative pressure protects the people. Mastering this invisible force ensures both the efficacy of the medicine and the safety of the workers creating it. Subscribe for more technical breakdowns of GMP compliance and modern facility engineering.